Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Direct snap to the back. We stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Caught quickly. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
This defensive coordinator will make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Going for a big play downfield. Catch made at the 10. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the running back takes the handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Quick completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Murphy. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Impressive spin there. They'll bring him down, but this spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? It's a quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Incompletion makes it second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
It's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here comes a handoff. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He's escaping the pocket now. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's moving out of the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up the 1st down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
1st down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his 1st passing touchdown of the season. Here's the 1st of hopefully many more for this young man.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd down.
Back to throw. It's Murphy. This time it's complete. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the 1st down.
Buckeyes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. To throw, it's Murphy. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And this pass is on target, caught. Over to Juke, gets free now. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. Look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Catch made on the right side. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Murphy. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Using his legs here. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left on the half, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looking for a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Murphy. Trying to extend the play. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. You know, we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these 4th down calls.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And tackled there by the defense. Second down and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at their play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. He's running out of time here. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Lets it fly to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the back gets the football. Running with purpose. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Running out of time in the pocket. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Murphy. Defense is coming after him. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The Aggies will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. They go with a direct snap. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Ohio State 21, Texas A&M 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Ball handed to the running back. Powering right past the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to try the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. And here's the handoff.
Picks up 7. Brings up second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And bulldozing his way through. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Handoff from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second and goal for the offense. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, the defense does their job and keeps them out of the end zone. Now it brings up a fourth down late in this game. As a head coach, you've got to make a decision to go for the field goal to take the lead here.
You missed it. Here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Second down.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quick spin on the run. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops to give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Trucks through the defender. He's brought down, but a solid game moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Now it's second down here. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. He's not going to get the first down. It's a 4th down now. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Spot the ball at the 26, so a 43-yard field goal attempt for the W. And it's